Alright, let's make this a lot of fun.
Alright, people that are watching this on YouTube, we're gonna make kind of a tier list, but not really. It's basically like which character would I prefer to use either as Juri or Seth. So like, for example, if I was a big geek, like which one would I rather fight as, Seth or Juri? So kind of like that. So this is what we're gonna do. So Geef, I'm gonna give a brief explanation of why I would pick each one. So Geef would be Seth. It's way easier than Juri, even though I think Juri slightly beats Geef maybe a bit, but Geef is Geef, and he can punish Juri kind of effectively. You can't really punish Seth like that unless the Seth is very predictable. Yeah, hands are annoying for Geef. The V skills are very annoying for Geef. Long range is just annoying for Geef in general. And yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Ryu, I'll probably go Seth. Kind of same thing, just better neutral and all that. Like, Seth literally just beats him in neutral. There's not much to explain. V-Skill 1 go through, absorb through fireballs. I have Tatsu, I have Axe Tick, I can make DPs. Overall, pretty good matchup. Chun-Li. Now this one, I gotta work with it a bit more, but right now I'm leaning more towards playing with Juri in it. But you may see me most of the time pick Seth in tournament. And that's just because I picked the better character to deal with her. But I think Juri can fight her a bit better than her because she can challenge her on the ground and everything. But I'm still kind of iffy on it, you know? Honda, I'll probably pick Seth. Because Honda has a tough time dealing with just Seth stuff. And he's a 4-framer, so the throws and everything are very annoying for him to defend against. So pretty much overall a good matchup. But Juri can fight Honda pretty well. It's awesome, Juri, without a doubt. It's way easier. You have V-Skill, you have Fire to get him floating and everything. And it's very annoying. Sim can fight Sim pretty... Wait, there. Sim can fight Seth pretty well. But, it all depends on how, like, you know, the Seth player is playing and all that. Blanca, probably go Seth. I think this is a pretty good matchup. So I don't have much to say about Blanca other than like I think Seth probably is a bit better neutral overall. Kuma, Seth, because I am trying to face top tier with top tier. There's no question about that. Yeah, Seth can deal with the shenanigans of Akuma, and it's not really like it's less stressful, I would say. Akuma makes it stressful. You know, if you guys all know about Kuma, he's like, oh, boom, boom, boom. I have V trigger. You die now, or I'm gonna make you guess. Like I'm gonna grab it. Like what? But yeah, Gil, just doesn't even matter. This character doesn't even matter because either one beats him. Honestly, pick whatever. Juri smokes him. Seth smokes him. It doesn't even matter. Like that. This character is just insignificant to me personally because I'm like not really afraid of Gil like that. Ibuki, I think Seth beats Ibuki, so I'll go right here. And this is a bad matchup for Juri anyways, so yeah. Alex, I put Alex and doesn't matter because I think Seth and Juri kind of do decently well. Maybe Seth. But right now I feel like it doesn't matter because I'm comfortable against the character with both of my characters. So Mika, I'll probably go Juri. Juri can definitely outpoke Mika, and she has better health and survivability. So I think it's pretty effective. So yeah. Juri, I'll go Seth. I hate the mirror match. I actually hate mirror matches. I'm not sure if you guys ever feel like that, but mirror matches I hate because it doesn't really prove like who's the better of their own character. It just proves who can like stop their own like yes or something like that. It just feels weird. I just don't like it. Poison, I would go Juri. Juri definitely just has a better time. Oh yeah, and Seth beats Juri, just so you guys know. That's why I picked it. I think this is like a 5-5 matchup, and she definitely is very evasive around poison. Certain poison is just right there in our crouch spheres. Seth. Now here's the funny thing. You would think, oh, Seth's a better character, so pick just a mirror match and all that. But I would actually pick Juri because I hate mirror matches still, and I kind of know the stuff around this matchup or around this character, so it just feels more comfortable. Again, a lot of the stuff is comfortability, you know. It's just who I would feel like picking, and what am I feeling? Because I'm not like a brains logical person. Like, oh, if Seth beats Mika, I must pick Seth or something. You know, no, I go by feel. Feel is definitely easier. Lucia, I'll go Seth. I think Seth destroys Lucia without even a doubt. Just like like the V skill, the move I steal from her is good alone, and then the fact that I can just outrange her and I'll poke her and she's being annoyed against like X6 and all that just helps. Zeku, kind of like same shtick with Akuma. I can just deal with him a bit easier. Although I would probably put Zeku like doesn't matter because I like both matchups after playing with like good Zekus, like Orange Man, Sanford Kelly. So yeah, output doesn't matter for me personally. It's all up to, again, players. You can do whatever you want, but yeah, for me it doesn't matter because I feel like I can fight Zeku against both characters. G, Seth. This character is annoying for Juri, and by playing Seth, it just helps it out. Like, it's already a bad matchup for G alone, and then just add like other shenanigans Seth has. Yeah, it's annoying. Minot, I probably, until like I get comfortable with Seth on this matchup, because there's not many Minots, I'll probably pick Juri in it because I just feel more comfortable when I haven't played many Minots. Ken, I'll pick Seth, obviously because bad neutral and I can go through fireballs and everything. Birdie, kind of same thing. I have a little bit better neutral, but it is annoying if you play like a more of a slow lame style of birdies, because they tend to not like get whip punish, or they try to be careful and cautious. So I still think it's like better than Juri for sure. But yeah, overall I just think that Seth is just a better way to go with Birdie. Because you get more optimal like damage and everything. Sakura, I probably pick Seth. Again, it's kind of like I can whiff punish her, I can stop her stuff, and it's an easier time in neutral. Again, a lot of these matchups are just easier times in neutral than Juri. So that's kind of like the way I'm thinking. I was like, oh, do I have an easier time with these characters? And most of the time it's yes. Guile, I would say Seth, because it's already a bad matchup for Juri right then and there. It's always been a bad matchup, and Seth helps it a bit. Seth is fair and balanced, of course, bro. Vega, probably go, doesn't matter. I'm comfortable in this matchup either way, and I think both of my characters kind of have that edge against them. So, to me, Vega, that's just like, eh. Overall, I'll go Seth. Like, again, it's just, I feel like it's just overall like a bit better, just better neutral and better like skill, or not. That's a skill. That's not the word. I would say like, what's the word I'm looking for? I would say like just a bit of a better overall character. Now, this is just a list of like who I would pick. So which characters do I pick Seth or Juri for? Kind of like how this works. Sagad, I'd probably go Juri. She has the easier time around fireballs and everything. And I feel like Seth does beat Sagad, maybe, I don't know, but I feel way more comfortable with Juri. Kage, Seth. Seth destroys Kage. I'm sorry. Seth just destroys Kage in like every category. Like it's just like, yeah, you lost. Laura, I'll probably go. Doesn't matter. Both of my characters be Laura, and unless Laura activates V-Trigger or something like that, you know, I really shouldn't be scared. Ed, I'll probably go Seth. Again, beat Seth in neutral. None too crazy or none. Don't have to worry about much. Abigail, I would go Juri for, because I am very evasive around him, and it's just very annoying for Abigail to like try and control me, you know. Fong doesn't matter because his character is kind of sus, and both of my characters beat him, so I'm like, what's the point of switching? Yeah. Rashid, I'll go Seth, because I can fight him in neutral and I can try and control him. Helps out a lot. If I can control Rashid and stop him from doing his stuff, and for stop him from getting started, it helps a lot. So, yeah, kind of like how it goes. Akali, I'll probably go Seth, to be honest, because it's just the same thing. It's just better neutral and just, I think, overall better footsies and everything. Like, it's not too crazy. I just think that, like, by picking Seth, I have an easier time. Cody, kind of the same thing. I think I have an easier time. Bulk, I'll pick Juri to stop her fireball stuff, because it'll help out a lot. I'll lean Seth because neutral and try and control her, especially with V-Trigger 2 and all that, and I can bait her parries, and X-Stick is pretty effective against her. It all depends on how you use it, though. If you use it wrong, you may take the win. It all depends. Bison, again, I kind of have an easier time at neutral, and I can whip punish, and I have answers for a lot of his stuff. And he can't really maul me like crazy, and I can hurt him. Nash kind of doesn't matter. I feel like both of my characters beat him, so like, what's the point? Karen, same thing, neutral. She's kind of like neutral heavy character, so try to beat her with neutral and try and use the X stick to my advantage. Cammy, I'll put Cammy and Seth, only because Seth has an easier time stopping stuff. Like, I could go Juri in this theoretically, but it's just a way easier time. Yuri and Seth, because it's Urian, bro. Have you seen Coconut Brain Urians? Have y'all seen them? And then these kind of don't matter. But yeah, this is who I would pick. Like, so depending on which character I face, I'll either pick Seth, Juri, or it doesn't matter really. Yeah, these are overall, like, as you can see, there's not many times where I'll pick like Juri unless it's like I see these characters. So like right now, currently, as this video goes live, this is kind of like the list how I pick. Like, some of these maybe some people think otherwise. Some people may think, oh, you know, you're stupid for picking Juri even though it's a bad match. I'm like, listen, it's comfortability. I'm not a brains character where I do the calculations in my head and I like, oh, you know, if Juri beats this character, then I should only pick Juri. No. This is one thing that people need to understand, that like, comfortability is definitely good, because if you get comfortable with something, you have a good flow, all of a sudden you start to develop some stuff and you're like, oh, you know, I like this, or I dislike this, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, that's gonna be it. So I appreciate you all tuning for this video for those on YouTube. And yeah, see you guys later.